Hello, in this video I will give you my thoughts on which jumpscare is best in each Fnaf game. I will go over a few candidates in each game and explain which one I personally think is the best and why. Let me know which jumpscares are your favorite in the comments below. Oh, by the way, we will only be talking about the Clickteam Fnaf games. I might make a video with non-Clickteam Fnaf games later on when Help Wanted 2 releases. I just don't want this video to be too long. Like and subscribe and let's start. First up, the original Five Nights at Freddy's, the start of the franchise. There are not many jumpscares to choose from, however the ones we have are good. Chica, Bonnie and this Freddy jumpscare are my favorite. The Golden Freddy one is good too, but I don't think it's better than the other ones. The Bonnie and Chica jumpscares are good because I feel like they catch the player off guard. Chica and Bonnie's big eyes and their quick movements, although a little repetitive, I think it works because these jumpscares are really quick. I mean, Bonnie even gave Scott Coffin nightmares. There's just something about these big animatronics with giant eyes staring right into your soul as they scream at you, them filling up the entirety of the screen. I think these are good jump scares, maybe a bit basic but good. This Freddy one is a little different. First of all, it can happen if you're just sitting in your office, not like Bonnie and Chica where they jump scare you when the camera gets put down. The jump scare itself has Freddy with weird black eyes. I think that this fits and that it looks good because, well, he has those eyes in the camera right inside your office. I like that neat detail, it makes him slightly more spookier. Freddy very quickly gets up close to your face and the jump scare is very unexpected. It's scary because Freddy is almost immediately filling up the whole screen. He has quick movements. Although I don't feel like the design of Freddy is as scary as Bonnie and Chica, I still prefer this Freddy jump scare. I feel like it packs more of a punch. It's scarier than the jump scare of Bonnie and Chica in my opinion. However, I do prefer how the colors of Bonnie and Chica don't blend in as much as Freddy. A small complaint, it's not that big of a deal. So that's my favorite FNAF 1 jump scare. How about we move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. FNAF 2. Wow, there's quite a lot. Of course I won't be able to talk about everything, so I'll just have to pick out some highlights. The best ones in FNAF 2 in my opinion are Withered Foxy, Mangle, and Withered Bonnie. Bonnie has a really freaky design. Ever since I first played this game, I found this guy pretty spooky. The way his endoskeleton is exposed due to his face, or rather lack thereof, it makes the jump scare creepy for me. His creepy design getting closer while he's reaching for you with his metallic hand, his creepy skull with his red pupils is creepy in my opinion, and I feel like his jump scare utilizes that aspect of his design well. Withered Foxy is definitely the best jumping jump scare in FNAF 2, you know, the one that Toy Bonnie, Chica, and Puppet also have. I feel like Foxy has the best jumping jump scare because, well, his design is creepier and I feel like he has the most movement while jumping. The jump scare is quick and I feel like it works. It often caught me by surprise when I was playing the game. It is a good jump scare. Up next is Mangle. Mangle has a pretty unique jump scare because, well, Mangle attacks from the ceiling. Mangle drops down on the player and, well, I like that it looks like Mangle is trying to bite the night guard. It is one of the reasons that people believe Mangle caused the bite of 87. It is a unique jump scare that is elevated by the creepy design of Mangle. Just like piles of endoskeleton limbs thrown together, I really like Mangle's design. It is a good jump scare, however I don't think that it surprised the player all that much because, well, when Mangle is in the office, the player knows that Mangle can jump scare at any time. So I don't think that it's that surprising. You can see Mangle on the ceiling and you can hear the weird static sound, which reveals that Mangle is in the office and, well, can jumpscare at any time. Although I have to say that the jumpscare being predictable isn't that important to me, only a little. But still I feel like it is worth pointing out. So out of these three, which are my favorite in the game, I think Withered Foxy is the winner. Sure, it does not have the creepy design of Withered Bonnie, nor does it have the uniqueness of the Mangle jump scare, but I feel like it is more surprising than these two jump scares. And I just really enjoy Foxy's animation. Foxy jumping out at you from the hallway is cool. However, I must say that Bonnie's design drags his jump scare up by a lot. Actually, it's a really close battle between Foxy and Bonnie. I might change my opinion tomorrow, I don't really know. However, right now, I prefer the Foxy jump scare. FNAF 3. If you saw my last video, You know that I despise the Springtrap jump scares, and yeah, I still think that. FNAF 3 doesn't have any amazing jump scares, but I like Phantom BB's. I like that Phantom BB sort of extends his mouth. It's really unnatural and weird, which is why I feel like it works. Closing the camera and seeing the creepy design and eyes of Phantom BB staring right at you for a split second and then jump out at you, I like it. Not that scary, but I like it. I think it was a cool idea. Phantom Foxy is also one I really like. I like how he creepily stands there in the corner, staring until you stare back. At that point, he jumps out at you. I like it, it's nothing special, but I think it's creepy how he just stands there and jumps out. Between all the jump scares in this game, I feel like it's once again a really close battle, but I have to pick a winner, and it's BB. I feel like him being a creepy, weird, distorted, robotic child makes his design a tad bit creepier than Foxy, especially when he's right in front of you. Although I like how Foxy jumps out at you, I really like BB giving you a second to realize that, oh shit, he's right there, and right as you realize it, boom, jump scare. Once again, I always thought that his distorted mouth was a cool and creepy design choice, but could have been a little more utilized. I feel like this fits because, well, these characters are phantoms, so why not take advantage of that and do some fun stuff. BB just barely wins over Foxy. Let's move on. FNAF 4. This one is filled with nightmarish, spooky jump scares. I like most of these actually. The designs of these creepy animatronic monsters, paired up with the good camera angles that make them look scary, unlike the extras menu for example, and the way they seem to kind of grab you. Like here, the camera moves in a weird way, it looks like Freddy is grabbing the player. There's quite a bit to choose from, but I admit that Bonnie and Chica are my favorites. The way their creepy faces appear when you shine their light, and their quick movement like they are attacking you, it's creepy. Them revealing their big jaws filled with sharp teeth and the camera moving along with them, I feel like it really works. The lighting and camera angles really emphasize the creepy aspects of these two animatronics, and it leads to jump scares that, well, really work. I don't think that this game has any really bad jump scares. Scott Cawthon did a really good job with this game. Also, the feeling of unnerved the player gets right before shining their light, unsure if the animatronic is there, I really like it. And I feel like it enhances the Bonnie and Chica jump scares because, well, if you fail, those jump scares happen. So both Bonnie and Chica have amazing jump scares, but which is better? This is a tough question, but I feel like I have to give it to Bonnie. Bonnie has a darker color, and I feel like it works better because it blends in well with the darkness. And I feel like in FNAF 4, blending in with the darkness is more creepy. Another thing that really convinced me that Bonnie's jump scare is better is that he gets closer to the player. He's up close, closer than Chica is to the player, and I feel like that pushes him slightly over the edge of being better than Chica. Moving on to Sister Location, a game with quite the unique jump scares due to the new faceplate designs. So let's see what Sister Location has cooked up for us. Once again, I will go over some highlights and pick my favorite, and of course give my argument on why I think that way. This game has a few lame jump scares, but I really like Ballora's jump scare in the base game, the Funtime Foxy jump scare in the base game, and this Ender jump scare. I'm gonna be honest, this Ender jump scare isn't that good. I mean, at least it's better than the other one and these ones, but I really like how he emerges from the darkness. So enough with this noodle man, let's talk about Ballora. Ballora's jump scare is really creepy. The way she so quickly appears in front of the player and opens up her faceplate along with her eyes that leave these creepy eyeballs, it's a little disturbing. I feel like it really packs a punch, especially considering the fact that you have to climb a dark room. Suddenly seeing this thing emerge from the darkness is terrifying. The creepy eyeball that looked like Ballora is staring right into your soul are creepy, especially when paired up with the human-shaped face that opens up to reveal all sorts of wires. I really like this jump scare. I think it was animated really well and it does a good job at scaring the player. This Funtime Foxy jump scare is basic, yeah, but it always gets me. I don't know why. Something about Foxy jumping out from the darkness and opening the faceplates to reveal the robotics inside, it always made me jump. Maybe it has something to do with how sudden it is. A basic jump scare, but a good one. Not much more to talk about, it's just sudden and I feel like it does a good job at surprising the player. Good jump scare. Without a doubt, my favorite sister location jump scare is Ballora. I don't think that the other jump scares utilize the use of the faceplates as well as this jump scare, and there is just something about these creepy eyes that definitely make Ballora creepier than the rest. The custom night jump scares aren't anything special either. Although Funtime Foxy has a good jump scare, I do not feel like it's better than Ballora. I feel like it doesn't have the same eerie feeling as the Ballora jump scare. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. I am sorry, but I don't think this game has very good jump scares. They are all sort of mediocre. The animatronic moves a few frames and then they just stare at you. I don't find them creepy. None of them are that good. I just feel like they're not all that surprising. They don't work because there's not much movement. The animatronics don't move that much, especially in the office jump scares, and even when they do move, it's very little. Like, they'll get closer to you, or they will turn their head a little. Not like the jump scares from the older games where they full on get up close and personal and wave their jaws around and have really spontaneous movement. Nope, none of that here. If I had to pick a favorite jump scare in FNAF 6, it would be the Molten Freddy jump scare in the salvage section. Seeing his glowing eye getting brighter as he gets closer is kind of cool, I guess. Plus, I like the design of his Freddy mask. I think it's a pretty cool design. Even though this one is my favorite, that doesn't mean I like it. Let's move on to the final game, Ultimate Custom Night. There are so many Ultimate Custom Night jump scares. So many. And a lot of them are garbage. None of them are really scary, but I can excuse that because this game wasn't really trying to be scary. Some highlights are Foxy, Mangle, and Fredbear. First up, Fredbear. I really like his erratic movement, and the fact that half of him is covered in shadow. It gives him a little of a spooky appearance, which I like. It's a little silly, but I feel like it fits. Finally, seeing Fredbear, not a minigame form, was really cool. Nothing spectacular, but I like it. I think it's a cool detail that he also has like these weird blacked out eyes. This one definitely goes high up in the Ultimate Custom Night jumpscare ranking. Foxy has a pretty weird jumpscare. In the game, he can detach his limbs and send them after you. And the jumpscare sort of uses that concept by having Foxy's head spin on top of his torso. I like this. His movements are really spontaneous and very goofy. Not scary at all, but kind of fun, which is what I feel like this game was going for. A really unique jump scare. Then there's Mangle. Mangle swings their jaw at you while moving their head. I like that we can see the other endoskeleton head. I think it would have been cool if the jump scare used this head as maybe another thing that snaps their jaw at you, like having two heads attack instead of one. But I feel like this jump scare is fine as is. A little weird that there is no endoskeleton mouth here, but oh well. I feel like this jump scare was alright. It could have utilized Mangle's design more, but it's fine as is. My favorite out of these has to be Fredbear. Although Fredbear doesn't have that weird erratic movement of Foxy in the jump scare, I like his blacked out eyes and him being partly covered in darkness. Plus, this jump scare left quite a large impact on the community, because finally seeing Fredbear was a big deal. I also feel like this jump scare is scarier than the other UCN jump scares. Not scary, but scarier. I did not expect Fredbear to be so chaotic. I feel like it works. Tell me your favorite Ultimate Custom Night jumpscare in the comments below. I'd like to hear your opinions. Well, those were my opinions on the best jumpscares in each FNAF game. Well, Clickteam FNAF games. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Once again, let me know your opinions in the comments below. I want to hear your input and your personal thoughts. Also, a quick side note, Help Wanted 2 is coming out soon. But I still haven't finished Help Wanted 1, so I gotta get on that. This was GameSpeaking, and goodbye.